Do you know Miraculous Ladybug?
No.
Okay, it's a kids show that Lily and I are obsessed with.
God, I knew that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna explain
It's on Disney Channel.
why. It wasn't though before. It is now.
Indeed.
No, shut up. Face it.
Anyway. So now I'm gonna explain the love square. So first, you're gonna have to know two things. Okay. There's Marinette and Adrian.
Okay.
They're the two main character love interests. They're also superheroes. So, we're gonna draw. I don't know, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
You're
Can you
good.
see me drawing?
Yeah.
So here we have Marinette. Wait. This is Ladybug.
Okay.
Her mask. And here we have Marinette as just herself. And then here we have Cat Noir.
Well, no. You gotta make him green.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on.
Green or yellow?
Green. Oh, it's right here. I'm just blind. It's like everywhere.
Or yellow.
You're right though. Hold on. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then here we have Adrian. Okay. Here's why it's super in the beginning. Okay. We have Adrian and Marinette. They're not superheroes yet. And Marinette is like, well, at first she was like, I hate this guy. But now she's like, has a huge crush on this guy. And he is absolutely platonic. So we're going to use blue for that. Okay. Towards her. Right? Because he's awkward. And he's like, I don't love her. But then he's all like, oh my gosh, Ladybug's amazing. I love her. Because he's worked with her and he thinks that she's great. So it's also here. Right? But Ladybug is like, no, this is platonic. We're partners in crime. But
Partners in superheroing.
sorry, partners in superhero, but she still has a crush on Adrian because she's also Marinette.
Wait, what?
This is all platonic.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then we get, and it's all hopeless though, because like they can't be together because they're like superheroes and it's hard, and like life is, you know, tough and whatever, and all these excuses. And then they can't be a thing because that would be weird because she's not really herself. You know?
She's a superhero.
And then, like, this is him, you know, being whatever his dad wants him to be because he's grown up, like, with his rich dad who, like, you know, is a fashion designer, and so he's been a model his whole life and doing everything his dad wants him to do, so he doesn't know who he is and all these things, and he's on a journey. And she's like, oh, he's so perfect. But that's not the real him. This is the real him, and this is the real her. But, you know, they don't really ever interact except for, like, that one episode when she got kidnapped by a villain. Any hoozles. And so this was, for a while.
This is like 2 seasons.
For 2 seasons, this was the love square.
Oh, we still have like 3 more seasons.
Yes.
And then we get Luca.
I love
We're just
Luca.
gonna shoot him in over here.
Luca Perrick.
No. And he's pretty darn cool. And he knows and is like, Marinette's great. He's like, wow, she's such a hard worker. You know, he loves her. He's like, she's a great person. I love her. She's great. And Marinette's like, well, this is never happening. So sure, because he's also great. And so they dated for a while, but because of all these responsibilities, she has to break up with him because this is just too much to handle, real life and superhero life. And he's like, oh, you poor thing. But he doesn't know that she's a superhero until way later.
But then
When he does know, but she doesn't know that he knows. But he also knows that he's Adrian.
yeah, so Luca knows their secret identities.
So he understands, and he's like still the best friend ever. He's like, oh, look at Marinette. He's such a good boy.
I
Anyway,
love him. I'm ready.
I don't know what color we used for this.
You did the purple last
I
time.
know. And then we get this
Bitch.
Kagami. Where's her head?
Yeah.
Thanks. Anyway.
Here you go.
Oh, those are the same people.
These are the same people.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is their secret identities as superheroes. That's
I-
why it's a love square.
I
Two
know.
people. That's what I've been explaining, Scotty.
I know.
Anyway, so we have this
Bitch.
Kagami. She shows up. She's this rich kid from, like, Japan. And everyone's, like, really uncomfortable by her. Because because she like has no emotion and like is super serious about everything she does because her mom's super serious. And she's immediately like, Adrian, I love you. And he's like,
Do you love me
"Do you love
too?
me too? And
Excuse me?
excuse me? Anyway, so she likes him, and he like kind of liked her, because they're both, you know, rich kids in pain that understand each other or some trash like that. And then that happens for a while, but then it doesn't really work out because Kakami is a controlling, psychotic, crazy person.
And she's
Now
also
she's really great.
and she's also like, you clearly do not reciprocate these feelings.
Yeah, she's like, clearly you don't feel the same, and then they're just friends, and so they're just friends, and this is never happening, and she's like shut him down so many times, and like she can't talk to him like in either form because she's like all her feelings are all like crazy and stuff, and so these two are the only ones left with like any sanity, but they never interact. So
that brings us to season 5.
brings us to season 5. What colors will I
Oh
need?
boy, what happens in season 5?
Yellow. Just everything new is yellow.
Everything new is yellow. All right. What is not new? We still have Marinette, and we still have her as Ladybug, doing what she do, and we still have Cat Noir and Adrian, the same people, right?
Yes.
Cat Noir is so, like, he has respected her boundaries so long and has given up. So this is now platonic. He go wait.
No.
He's like, okay, we are just partners now. He goes, I'm gonna let my feelings, like, you know, do whatever it does, and I can get clarity in my own life and live and whatever and things. And Marinette, at the same time, is like, okay, I'm gonna not have a crush on Adrian, because every time we try to interact, something bad happens, and like, there's valid proof for this. It is true. She cannot function as a human being. Disasters happen, and so now that's platonic. So now that these infatuations,
You also, that's the color for love. I just need you to know that blue is the platonic one.
well, now it's, oh wait,
There you go. There you go.
any hoozles. So, so now that those infatuations are out of the way, they can see their own feelings clearer, right? And so now Adrian's like, Marinette's a pretty great person. She's a great friend. She's always been. She's a friend. She's a great friend. She's always been there for me. So now Adrian likes Marinette. And now Ladybug's like, Cat Noir's always been there for me. He's such a great partner. Like, guys, I love him. And so now that's not platonic anymore. And so they've switched. And so that means that. Hold on a second.
This is the
Voice
most
actor
tragic thing I've
drops.
ever seen.
So this is completely platonic. But this is not. And I don't know if you know this, but from season 1, this ship, Mary Shat, has been the superior fan ship.
The entire time.
Everyone's been obsessed with it, but it never happened until
No.
and now, and now the whole fandom's freaking out, and it's a good time.
It is indeed.
It is a
Wait,
good
is the
time.
series still going?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in
Like
the
like
works
they
right now.
literally just
Like,
came out with a
there'll be
new episode last
next
Saturday.
Saturday.
I'm not okay.
I'm so freaking excited, and now there's plot. In
There's,
the
like,
show
actually
just
plot.
besides this, because it used to be a formulated like kids show.
Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh no,
Like this happens
bad
every
day.
episode. You know, someone gets akumatized. That means they get turned into a supervillain. They have
They
to
turn
save
into
them.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. Anyway,
The love square.
that's the love square. It has now
Officially reversed.
officially flipped, and the fandom is dying of joy.